scream so loud, got no lungs. And no matter I go numb. Bum. There's a new cone on them. Said the new cough on them. I drink coke with no rum. I taste coke on her tongue. I don't hear with no one. It's like he died so young. I too many bad days. I too many bad traits. There's a flow for ashtrays. I do do shit halfway. I'ma clear the cachet. I'ma make my name last. I'ma let on my last name. This is not good right here. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, we're looking bullish here. Every other market is looking really bearish, except for this one here. We need to see a drop. This is all high resistance too. This is kind of a, I would say a low quality setup, but it's pretty decent. I won't lie. I just hate how, look how many wicks we have here. And look at the bodies. Really, really, really small bodies and big wicks. I'm going to want to see this hold right here to continue pushing us lower, leave this fair value gap unfilled to then eventually continue down. These relative equal lows, I would say, would have to be my break-even point. And then, yeah, wouldn't want to see that fair value gap really filled more than like 50%. Just due to the displacement we had there. We also failed to take all these highs. So, again, I am more bearish. The market did have SMT here with YM and ES and NQ. You can see the markets are moving down lower. And then this one is at the all-time highs. Or it's like at the range high here. And it's not moving lower. So I would expect whenever NQ and ES start to move up, this one would have to move down because how decoupled they are right now. And yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's wait. Just again, 1% risk. That's what we're aiming for today. This is going to be the idea. Let's see the risk reward. It's just a 1-to-1. Not really bad at all. Just 2 cons, some slight. And yeah, that's really it. Now we're moving back up, filling that fair value gap. And if we go above 50%, I think we're probably gonna get we're probably gonna get stopped here. I won't lie to you guys. The market is just pushing here. Strong displacement up. It just wasn't ready for the move lower yet. Which is perfectly fine, honestly. I would say we're inside of the premium of the range here on YM. I would expect it to at least come back down to discount and at least get below these lows right here. You know, that's kind of the ideal area where we would want to move lower. But yeah, if we take a loss here, that's fine. I'm willing to accept it. That's the thing. The probabilities are a game, you know, it's like a game of probabilities. Are you going to let one trade define you, or are you going to let over a statistics of 100 trades define you? You know, that's why it's so important to have good risk management, and that's something I was not doing. I was not having good risk management. I wasn't taking one trade a day. Wasn't waiting for the high quality setup. And even if we lose, we can learn from this mistake here and see what we could have done better to prevent this from happening later on in life or in the future. So yeah, that's pretty much really it, bro. Like, you gotta have that type of mindset, that type of approach to the market. I just don't like how choppy it is either. I think I should have waited because, again, we do have news later on throughout the week. So we have news on Friday. So Friday's probably going to create the higher low of the week. And the rest of these days are going to be low probability. So just being able to, like, distinguish that and not really be expecting much from these certain days. And yeah, we can see the market is moving up higher here. Probably going to hit my one trade limit. And then, yeah, that's really it. Let's see what happens here. First L in, like, what, the month? of the, I mean, first L day of the month, because we did take an L, you know, of course, trading the past 2 weeks. There we go. We hit the previous loss limit, and that's pretty much really it. So that's the trade. Let's go over this real quick on the daily time frame. Why is my music not playing, bro? What the fuck? Right there. All right. So on the daily time frame here, you can see we pretty much had the market pushing up higher, pushing above these highs right here. And then on the 4-hour time frame, we had a 4-hour buy-side imbalance. Again, this is kind of why you can be bullish. And then we had a inversion fairly up there form, especially on YN. This is super bullish. On the other ones, we can see the bearish market. And again, we also had an SMT at these highs right here. So again, not really trading the one that's not creating the failure swing, while ES and NQ are creating the failure swing. I think the best market would have been ES for sure for shorts. That's the ones that manipulated the high and then eventually started to move lower, and I think that's what would have been the best market to trade. And then we also do have SMT at the lows there, so yeah, we probably should have just traded this one for bullishness, because again, the other ones are failing to break below that low. I mean, this one's failing to break below that low while the other ones are. So yeah, I should have been able to see that and come to the conclusion that it's not worth it. And then eventually here we also had a 15-minute CRT, and then on the 3-minute time frame, not really much. On the 1-minute time frame, we had a 1-minute inversion for belly up with a change in state right there. We entered, stops above the highs, and then the market just instantly ripped right through it. So yeah, that's pretty much really it. That is the trade right there. We're gonna go journal this, review it, analyze it, see what we could have done better, and we're gonna watch the market and see what happens. Honestly, B+ setup, won't lie. I'm never gonna make it back, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm just worried about my decision making here, my thought process as to why I would take this setup. I think I was just chasing price to the downside, when in reality that was not a good decision, and we should have been waiting, you know, for something more high probability, like this. You know, maybe this is where, oh no, yeah, I can't see it. Maybe this is where we get the shorts, you know, sweep up the highs, have an inversion form with the change in state, and then push down lower. But again, why are we looking for shorts when the higher time frame is telling us bullishness? There's no point unless the higher time frame is confirmed, and that's really it. So yeah, that is pretty much really it. We're still up on the account, not really worried. Just one loss, and that's really it for today. I'm gonna go move on, and yeah, peace.